What's up, YouTube? Hey, today is gonna be like hot. I'ma say it's gonna be hot. Now, I'ma start off by saying this because I'm my own individual. I'm my own person. I have my own brain. I'm a leader, not a follower. And I also go by what I believe in. I'm black, but I don't agree with everything that black people do. I'm a woman, but I don't agree with everything that women do. I'm gay, but I don't agree with everything that gay people do. I stand firmly on my beliefs, and that is that, period. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting somewhere with this on this episode today. I'm going to put the post at the beginning and towards the end because it's a controversial topic where I see women tend to get mad when men or studs say that they don't want to date women with multiple children. Now, the post that I'm going to show, a woman wrote, she don't want her man with no children because she the baby. But nobody really had anything to say about that. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it a woman can say that and it's okay, but when a man or studies and myself says it, it's a problem? Now, what I will point out is that is a preference. Everyone is entitled to a preference. I got an episode about that. People are too sensitive about people's preference. But when it comes to men degrading women as far as saying that they're less value because they have multiple children, that is a problem. Now, I am in agreement on that part. If you're going to devalue a woman simply because she have 3 or more children, then you're definitely wrong for that. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm standing on. But if you're simply saying in a nice, respectful way, women with multiple children is not my preference, nothing is wrong with that, because you're not being disrespectful. You are not being disrespectful at all. And people tend to still get upset about that type of stuff. Even when you're being respectful about it, they still, oh, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Plenty niggas and studs want me. No, I look at it from both angles because I'm a realist. I look at life like just raw, uncut. Some people say my emotions are very low, but I care about what I care about. I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. So now that I explained to y'all what this episode is going to be about, we can debrief and get into it. It's multiple reasons why people say they don't want to date men with multiple children, and it's reasons why men and studs say they don't want to date women with multiple children. Mind y'all, everybody who know me in real life know I have a little girl. I did not birth her, but I take very good care of her. I love her dearly. Name tattooed on me. She's all over my Facebook. That is my pride and joy. She where my love at. I can't even give nobody else no love because all my love is poured into my baby girl. So I'm really not against women who, which I'm not with her mother anymore. We just cool. We keep it cordial for Talia. Now, when people degrading women for having multiple children, I'm totally against that. Now, this is the part where people are stating why, because I have guy friends and I have female friends, and it's like people just love to talk to me about certain things that are on their mind. Now, the main reason that, and they both are saying the same thing, the male friends and the female friends are saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Either they don't want to deal with bitter baby mothers or bitter baby daddies. Because it is some out there that makes the next person life hard. Especially when they're trying to move on and they don't have any dealings with them. Because some people tend to make people life hard when you're not being sexual with them or in entertaining them anymore. And that is not right. You know what I'm saying? That is not right, because it should always be about the child. The other reasons that they also said is that some children are bad as hell. I mean, we're just going to put that out there. Some of y'all kids are bad as hell. Nobody wants to deal with multiple badass children. That makes it stressful on the person that's trying to get to know you, because your children are little devils. And that is frustrating. That is totally frustrating, to be trying to deal with a woman or a man and your children are little Tasmanian devils. And so that's another reason. And also, some people just don't want to take care of nobody else's children. And nothing wrong with that. Now, a woman and a man is going to say that if you with me, you ain't got to do nothing for my children. My children is my responsibility. But let's be totally honest, ladies and gentlemen. If you're with someone and y'all got a long-lasting relationship, you are not going to want to be with them if they don't do anything for your children. If it's just all about you, they're not showing your children no type of interaction. They're not doing anything, like not saying totally taking care of them, because it's not their responsibility. But a grown adult man or woman is going to understand, hey, if I'm with this man and I'm with this woman, I love this man, I love this woman, eventually I'm going to do stuff for their children. I don't have to do a lot, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to start spending quality time. I'm going to, start checking in on them. I might take them places. It's not just going to be all about getting in bed with the mother or the father. And some people just don't want to do that, especially if they don't have children, or, excuse me, guys, or if they don't have 3 or more children. They just have one child. So it's like, it's them plus 1, which makes 2. Then it's you plus 3 or 4, which makes, including you, 4 or 5. Man, that's a lot of money to be coming out a whole year. That's a lot of money to be coming out a whole year. Now, this is what my male friends are telling me, and my female friends are telling me. So they both are thinking the same way. I'm a listener. I love to listen because, like I said, I'm more than a rapper. So my topics is not just going to be about rapping, as you all see that. Like, you all can tell I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. That's why my slogan is, I'm more than a rapper, baby. So now, what I'm saying is, those are their preferences. I'm fine with that. I mean, that is okay, because they're not degrading a woman, and they're not degrading that male's value as a human being, as a person, like saying, oh, for the woman, you got too many kids, so either you the problem you ran through, because none of your baby daddies want you. That's degrading. That is not right. For the male, they might say, oh, you a man whore. You out here sticking and moving and everything unprotected, and they don't want to have to deal with that. They're degrading that man, because honestly, it takes 2 to tangle. At the end of the day, it takes 2 to tangle and to make a baby. So you can't degrade that man because he have multiple children, and especially if he's a good father. You cannot do that, because I'm more for mothers, because I have a great, awesome mother. But I do understand that it's good fathers out here, and women shouldn't take away from, even though it's a lot of bad ones that cloud the good ones, it's some good fathers out there, and I always give y'all props, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, being a parent, it's not easy, it's hard. Whether you birth them, whether they're adopted, whether they're stepkids, it doesn't matter. A child knows love. That is it. So when it comes to degrading a man or degrading a woman because they have multiple children, again, I'm going to keep saying that because I don't want you all to miss the point, which I don't care what anybody thinks about me. That's why I do this. That's why I write what I write. That's why I say what I say. But I'm against degrading people because they have multiple children. But a preference is a preference. People ask me my preference all the time. I don't get into my preference because people are too fucking sensitive. So when people see me dealing with certain type of women, they see my preference. Like I said, I got one baby. That's it. That is it. That is enough for me until I decide to maybe do something else with someone else. You know what I'm saying? But when the children are small, you know, it tends to be a lot to deal with because you always have to keep in touch with the other parent. And in some people's mind, they like, man, is they still fucking or what? Because in some cases, they do. But not in all cases. But like I said, sometimes the bad outweigh the good. And in the black community, I hate to say it because we are one of the strongest races on the fucking planet. If we could just come together and stay together, we will rule the world. We built the world. But that's another topic for another day. I got a special guest coming on for that. We gonna tap into y'all knowledge on that episode. People are scared of us to come together. They're not scared of us in general. They're scared of us to come together. Because if we do that, we have broken all of the chains. Point blank, period. So y'all definitely be ready to tune into that episode. But what I'm saying, us as black people feel like healthy co-parenting is fucking co-parenting. That is not the case all the time because a lot of y'all grew up in toxic households, one parent households, and even if you did it, you still saw a lot of stuff. So when people actually have healthy co-parenting, whether it's a woman and a male, two women, two males, transgenders, I don't care. When us as black people, I put myself in a category, even though I'm not like that, but I'm still black and I love the skin that I'm in, baby. Easy look good. But it shouldn't be like that because at the end of the day, it's about the child. But that thought has tainted so many men and women to it make it hard for a person who actually have healthy co-parenting, like myself. People always think people still having sex. That does not be the case. But that is another reason that people just don't want to deal with people with children. Or shall I say multiple children. Like some people who don't have any kids, they want people with no kids. And that's understandable because sometimes when people have kids, they can't up and move like people with no kids can move. Or when people have multiple children, they cannot up and move like a person who has one or two. Because 9 times out of 10, it ain't hard to find a babysitter for one or two. But 3, 4, and more, you're going to have a hard time unless you just got a real good support system. And then like I said, it's money, it's financially. Like if a person have their own children, they going to put their children first at the end of the day. If they're a good parent and they're not sorry, then they got to come over here and try to break bread too. So it's like when I be listening, this is where I get my topics from. I never expose who I talk to. I bring my guests on, we chop it up and we talk, but I can understand where my male friends and my female friends are coming from. I can understand that. Now, some people are going to like this episode, and some people aren't going to like this episode, and that is okay because everyone's opinion is valid to them, not to me. But everyone is entitled to an opinion. And like the old folks say, an opinion is just like an asshole. Everybody got one. And the internet has made it to where everyone can vocalize their opinion. All you gotta do is press the camera and record or type out a status. That's it. So people's opinions are valid to them because they're expressing their self as an individual. So, like I said, the biggest thing that I'm against, never degrade a woman or never degrade a man because they have multiple children. Don't do that, because that is wrong and very prejudiced and judgmental. Now, when it just simply comes to a preference, that is okay. You are entitled to like who you want to like. You are entitled to love who you want to love. You are entitled to deal with who you want to deal with. Just be respectful about it. Because if I don't like a certain thing, I'm going to simply just say, most of the time, I ain't even going to count. I just say, I'm single and I ain't looking. That's me trying to be nice and not hurt anyone's feelings. Which I am single, but I'm just saying, because that's just the way that I do stuff. I may entertain some people when I'm bored. I don't think I'm the only one to do that, but I'm very honest about that. So easy honest about everything. So like I said, man, those reasons that those guys and those guys and women told me, I actually can understand that. I can understand that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because this is a very controversial topic. I see it all the time on Facebook. But what I can say is that woman who posted what she posted, she did not receive as much backlash as when a man or a stud posted the same exact thing just by simply saying they don't want women with multiple children. This world is very two-sided with a lot of things. With men having multiple sex partners, they feel like that is okay. When a woman do it, she slut shamed. She's slut shamed for that. That is not fair. I'm just hitting different topics, because at the end of the day, you should respect yourself enough to be protected, because there's so many diseases out here. And also just to value yourself more than laying down and being someone's get off bag. And also, besides that, it's just, the world is very two-sided when it comes to men and women. But me, I see a straight line. I don't cut anyone slack. Just like they say, it's kind of okay for a nigga to be dirty a little bit, but not a woman. Filth is nasty. I don't like filthy people. Most people always talk about my fingernails. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be clean. They definitely get dirty because I scratch my hair. I have real oily skin. I sweat really bad. I have oily skin and these dreads. I scratch my hair, so they get dirty. But for the most part, I keep them clean because I was raised in a clean household. So I'm not going to cut a man no slack for being filthy. You're an adult. You should know to take baths, change your drawers, and look presentable. It's nothing wrong with men getting manicures. It's nothing wrong with men making sure their skin are clean. Just keeping their appearance up. So I'm not gonna never say, that woman wrong for being filthy because she's a woman, and cut the man a slack. That's like I'm saying about the sex thing, how they praise men for having multiple partners and slut shame a woman. I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, again, as I stated in the beginning, I'm black. I don't agree with everything black people do. I'm a woman. I don't agree with everything women do. I'm gay. And I definitely don't agree with everything that gay people do. I agree with what I feel is right. I stand on all 10 of my toes. Period. And I'm never going to fold behind nothing that I say. Because the internet, one thing about the internet, one thing about Beyonce's internet, it lasts forever and people can always go and pull something up. So if I said it once, I can say it twice and 100 more times. So again, I'm going to place it at the beginning, that post at the beginning, and I'm going to place it at the end. Y'all drop y'all comments in the comment section, because you know I leave my comment section on. The music that y'all heard in the background is mostly mine. A couple of other people that's on Indie Merge Project, man. Y'all go tune in to that music screaming on all music platforms, baby. Every music platform you got on your phone, Easy P on. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you guys. Make sure y'all go follow my IG and my TikTok. It's at the end. If you don't see the link, it's at the end. And it's at the beginning as well. And I appreciate y'all time today, man. Y'all let me know. Just let me know what y'all think. You know, I'm very open to reading y'all comments because I know it's a controversial topic. But again, man, y'all be blessed out there. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to I Am More Than a Rapper podcast. It's easy. And we got some great stuff coming, man.